Welcome back, everyone, to another incredible episode of Chat with Dan here for today. I mean, what can I say? She's back, the incredible, amazing, the badass, the superstar, the legendary, the one and only superhero. Olha, Olha, how are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing fantastic. I mean, what better way to have an incredible start of the week than to be chatting with someone as badass as you? You know what I mean?
Yeah, only you call me badass, so I kind of got used to it. When you said it for the first time, last time I was like, I don't think I am, but now I kind of believe in it. You
There
kind
you go.
of, yeah, I know what it means now.
Awesome. I'm happy you like it and you start to you start to take it in. You be like, yeah, you know what? I am a badass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There you go. Now, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, follow. Helps a lot. But also, in the description below, you're gonna find all of all her social media. Let's follow her. By this point, you should know why she's super badass. In case you don't, I'm super sure in this one you will get it as well. Now, without further more, let's jump in. So for today, it's a whole other thing besides like the regular interview as we had like around spring, 7 8 months ago. For today, since the year is Christmas is coming, New Year, basically the whole thing is about to be done too, so we can start a new year here. I have a couple of questions here, so I want to start this whole conversation by throwing out the first question, which is, this past year has been a roller coaster for everyone, right? So how has 2024 shaped you both personally and professionally?
I definitely agree that 2024 was a roller coaster. It, and in both ways for me, personally and professionally. And professionally also, because I'm an actress, but also I have like a regular job. So I have to say this year was the toughest one from maybe, I don't know, last 7, 10 years. Like I've never thought about years in general in my life as tough. I always I always thought that I always can find something good. Now I can too, but I've never talked about the year that, oh my God, it's so tough. The year is tough. The economy is tough. The world is tough. Like this 2024 was really challenging everybody, me and everybody around me. So professionally, taking my regular job, I was laid off twice. I lost my jobs 3 times, and fortunately, I got a job at the end of the year, and I'm pretty happy about it. But it was like really hard to get a job. Acting wise, I hear a lot of actors are complaining about this year, especially after the strike happened, and who have agents for like a long time. But I got my agent, and this is a good thing, by the way. I got my like really good agent that I like in June, and I started to get good projects in August and October. So, I mean, like good auditions, and I was really happy about it. Comparing to other actors who compare this year to other years, and they are not happy about this year because they have what to compare with. But for me, this is my second year of acting. I got an agent. I am receiving like good projects. So I was pretty happy with what I had, again, because I didn't have what to compare with. Um, and personally, it was a challenge for my personal relationships as well. Like all 2024 was a roller coaster, and I'm happy that everything went good in the end. And I'm still with my husband. Nothing bad happened. Yeah, because it was really almost coming to an end. But I'm happy that it didn't happen. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think over the past few years after COVID, I think we all have a little bit of a roller coaster years.
Hmm.
And I think as well, we are kind of facing something new or something different that is happening that is happening in this world somehow. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like it feels like something is changing in the air. You know what I mean? That Yeah, I don't know how can I explain it, but yeah, it's just something that I had, had like this feeling over the past few years that something is changing, something feels different, but changes are usually good, of course, that at first tend to be a little bit hectic and chaotic, but once you kind of understand, things might get like a little bit better. And on your end, that's pretty cool. I remember the first time we spoke, you were like about to start, more about the whole acting and and then with the whole dancing as well. And then I saw you a couple of months that you were, doing a little bit of a project here and there. You actually met someone that I previously interviewed, Bianca. So I was like, okay, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool. And to see people that I've interviewed in the past, to see them how they are upgrading, they are getting more and more cool stuff. That's incredible. So yeah,
Yeah, Bianca is my best friend now. So
that's cool. I like it. I like it. And can you share a moment from this year that really tested you? And how did you find your way through it?
from accent perspective, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Mm, I think um I think it tested me when I got a so first I got an audition in the TV show Irrational. I'm not sure if you know what it is, but this is pretty famous TV show in Canada. And it was my second big audition after August. In August, I got Hallmark audition, and in October, I got the Irrational movie NBC, and I recorded everything with my coach. I sent it over, and then I got a call back, and it was my first callback ever from a big show like that. And they asked about my availability, and this was my first time, and everybody was keeping telling me that this is a really good result. Even if they don't invite you, they already saw you, they asked you about availability, so there is a chance they might call you later, maybe like in the second season or something, even if you don't get it. And then my friend, my friend, she got the role. So I knew that person, and we've met after, and she told me about the whole experience, how she was on set. And I felt, I mean, I didn't feel happy. Like when you, of course, you got a call back, great, but you didn't book a role and it's not in your credits. And it's very hard to, I was still happy for her. Like she's an amazing actress. I know her and she's Ukrainian as well. So I was happy for her, but at the same time, I was not happy because I didn't get a role. And I'm like, what should I do next time better? And I had this a lot of um, a lot of inner thought that kind of distracted me. Of being focused on the next roles, and not really being focused on why they didn't hire me on this specific role, because these thoughts, they didn't help me. They ruined me. So I think that was kind of a test, because again, it was my friend who got the role. It wasn't someone that I don't know, so that's why it was even a little bit more painful. Um, but then I realized that, yeah, we had a conversation, and I realized that now she gets a role, then maybe someone else, then maybe it's me. It's like a casino. I don't know. You never know what they are looking for, and why did they hire her or him or me. Like sometimes it's really hard to explain. So i I kind of, I got over it, and now I'm just thinking about the future opportunities. What can I do to make my work better, but not focused on why I didn't get something. Yeah.
Hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. And the industry has faced many shifts recently, right? When we saw with the strike and everything. So how have you adapted to these new changes? And what do you think that stood out the most about this year?
Yeah, as I said, I was pretty happy about my acting career this year, because just started. Like I got my first agent in April and then I changed to another agent in June because I that agent was very new, so he didn't have the access to all breakdowns and platforms. That's why I started to search for another one. I didn't want to wait for like half a year or a year for him to be approved. So I got another agent. That's why. But my first agent was great too. It's just I didn't want to wait. Um, and this year for me was pretty good. So even though, again, I don't have what to compare with. Everybody is comparing with how it was before strike. I'm comparing with who I was a year ago and who am I now. And I can see like a huge difference. I didn't have an agent. I didn't have like I was getting only student auditions, and sometimes they weren't really good. I didn't have any projects. Like I a year ago, like in November, December, I got my first shoot in the middle of December last year. So I after that I've had a lot of projects in January, February. I was a lead in two web series, and once in another web series I got a supporting role. So I can't say that it was a challenge for me. Um, I was like really empty without having any auditions and roles, only in September and October. I would say even 1.5 months or something like this. But in other months, something always happened. So yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, it's interesting, right? That whenever you are somehow in the right path, whenever you have like these moments or situations, life will be keep telling you that you are actually on the right path. Things are gonna happen. Either, for example, in your case, that you find a new agent, that you start to get new that you start to get involved into more things, that you were having the opportunity like to audition more, things like that. I think when those type of things start to happen, you start to understand that maybe you're on the right path. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
I like it. As I said in our previous interview, and I'm gonna keep saying it, I understand every day why you are badass. I keep understanding like, oh, I get it now. I get it now why she's, super badass. So,
Thanks.
and tell me, how do you recharge or find inspiration when you're feeling creatively drained?
As you know, I'm a dancer too, so I am a part of the dance team. And when I don't have any acting auditions, I always have a dance team to uh, attend and to prepare for our rehearsals and rehearsals themselves. We will have a performance in March, so we are learning pieces, put them together now, and try to clean them and make them look really good. Other than that, like if I really feel frustrated and bad, I just sleep. I sleep like as much as I can. Maybe cry a little bit just so
Mhm.
to get rid of the tension. And just like let yourself to relax a bit and to chill if you feel like you're overwhelmed with the situation around you and you can't change it. Like if it's the world that is coming on you and the economy or I don't know the strike, whatever, you can't really influence that anyway, but you feel how tense it is. So what you can do is just to, I don't know, sleep, cry, eat, and then get back to work.
Yeah. I mean, we all have those days, right? So, yeah.
Yeah. But the most important is not letting yourself down. Like, this is the worst thing you can do is to think, oh, I can change anything in this world. So why should I try? And yes, maybe you can't change the world, but you can change the life around you. You can change people around you. You can change, I don't know, the country where you live in. You can change how you feel today. You still have control of how you feel, even though even though there are a lot of control, like social media, because they influence us as well, the ads, the TV shows, those are all influencing us too. So sometimes if you feel like you don't have, you lost yourself, just turn off your phone and go to the park for like an hour or two and breathe. Think about the nature around you. Try to just think, maybe like think about nothing, because like sometimes you have to clean your brain. So this is how it starts to recharge again.
Hmm. Hmm. And what did 2024 teach you about resilience, and how will you carry that lesson into the next, into the next year, 2025?
2024, I think it taught me that resilience isn't just about enduring challenges, but also about adapting to change with grace and finding opportunities for growth in tough moments. In 2025, I'll carry this lesson, and I'll approach the obstacles and challenges as stepping stones. And of course, always like staying open to new possibilities and trusting my ability to navigate uncertainty. As I said, you can't control everything, but you have a lot to control. So, yeah, I think I am pretty resilient in general. I hate sitting on one place and do nothing. I'm very proactive. So, proactiveness is number one um, skill for me.
Hmm. I'll take it. I'll take it. And of course, it's challenging, to like on your case, to I mean, I would assume, of course, to move to a new country, new culture, new language, new basically everything, to start from
Yeah.
scratch, to start from scratch, and to little by little start to build up, a career, a life. I think that's the most important thing, that you actually start to build a life there. I think that is, when things start to make more sense to it, and I think on your case, it was something you managed to pull through. Not everyone are able to make that happen, but you did it. So, you know,
Yeah.
yeah. And tell me, are there any relationships, either personal or professional, that had a particularly meaningful impact on you in this year?
Yeah, oh my God, there are so many people that I've met this year on the projects and outside the projects. I can't really choose like one person, but um, every training that I was having, so I had like a training in Vancouver acting school, and then with the Dev Podovsky audition classes, and every class was giving me so many insights. And also when you just watch when someone is playing the scene, and sometimes there's like the same scene and multiple people are playing it, you can see so many interesting choices. And then you talk with these people in person, not as an actor but just as a person, and you learn so much just from the way they speak. I think every connection in the industry is way of learning human beings in general, and how they react, what they say, and then you can use it in your own craft on stage, on set. Um, and yeah, I believe that every connection I made this year is very meaningful to me. Um, so for example, Bianca, I was working with her two times this year on the project. And after the second project on the web series, we both were leads, and we were like best friends in the movie. Like she was taking care of me, and I was like a pity poor girl, and she was like rich. She was rich, and she was trying to make my life better. And it's just cool that this relationships kind of started to be real, and we're friends now. We meet each other almost every week. And we share something that we don't share with other people. It's just um I can't, like, I'm so grateful for I'm very grateful for 2024, for all the projects and people that I've met there. Yeah.
Okay. And what advice would you give to your future self about navigating 2025?
Keep trying. Uh don't lose hope. Always show up. Don't be late. Don't make excuses, just do it. And don't stop the training if you can. Like, if you can do it financially, don't stop the training. Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. And what excites you the most about 2025? And what are you looking forward to achieve, in your career?
What excites me the most? I mean, of course, I would like to be booked, not to just have an audition, then a callback. I would love to have some big project like NBC or Netflix or Hallmark where I have some lines to say. Um, and I just want to grow as a person. And yeah, firstly as the person, and secondly, if you grow as a person, then it's helping you in the acting career always. Because I already said that for me, acting is a psychology. And if you understand yourself, understand people around you, you have empathy, you have um, this not even skill set, like uh, I don't I don't know how to say that. It's like emotional skill set. Then you know how to choose it, when to choose, and how to make the good choice. So I'm looking forward to meet new people, have new projects, and have at least, I don't want to say one, let's say two or three projects that I will get, not just audition or callback.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. And what's a personal resolution you're setting for yourself outside of acting?
Focusing on building a healthier lifestyle by staying active and, of course, a lot of dancing. I'm also, especially in the last, like in the end of the year, I started to calculate the calories just to see how much I eat, and also proteins, all of those things, because I didn't eat enough proteins. And after I started doing this, I really started feeling better. And also, like, eating balanced meals and prioritizing mental well-being. That is very important as well. And what else? I like swimming. And of course, I spend time with my family. This is just something that is so obvious that I don't say it, but I have I have my family, I have my husband, I have my cat. So yeah, we just spend time together when we can find it, because we're both really hard workers. So yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. I like it. And, let's say if your 2024 were a movie, what would it be called? And what genre would it fall under?
2024, right? Not
Yeah,
2025.
2024.
2024. I would say is the year of growth. This will be the title. The genre, maybe like a dramedy with some inspiring moments about self-discovery and occasional plot twists that lead to a happy ending.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. I'll take it. And what advice, would you give to those who want to step up on this new year? Like what would you say to those who either they are perhaps like a little bit afraid or not sure if they should take if for 2025 should take the jump into pursue something they want.
Mm, you mean is it for like starting actors? or for someone who is not sure if to continue the acting career?
I would go in general, for someone who wants to pursue a dream, at the end, I mean, at the end, I think that it doesn't matter if you want to pursue dancing, acting, music,
Any
modeling,
dream.
you
Okay.
know what I mean?
I mean, it's very easy to say from my perspective because we're all different people, and I have no idea what's in the heads of others at all. I'm just saying what works for me, and I have no idea if it will work for others. But of course, consistency always work, and it doesn't matter what you do if you keep going and just don't stop. I don't say like you have to do something every day for a specific amount of time forever. Sometimes I understand you are frustrated, you think that it doesn't work for you, and I don't know, you are overwhelmed with everything around and you are not sure anymore. And it's okay. People feel that. And sometimes you can take a break, but just set the timeline. Like, I'm taking this break for a week where I don't do anything, like I don't do acting, I do something else. And then you have to come back and continue doing what you did before if it was your dream before. That's important. If it was just something that you wanted to try for fun and I don't know, you felt like it's not your thing and you don't want to continue, but it was never your dream, then maybe you should really try to do something else if it makes you feel better. But if it was your dream one day and it was so full, like it was filling your heart and soul, and you're just disappointed, so this is when you it's good to have a break, but then you have to come back because it feels like you're giving up your dream. You will regret it like in 5 years, maybe 10 years, maybe even 1 year, because you will miss up so many opportunities for this year when you were just disappointed and thinking that nothing is working for you. Like there are so many actors out there who think the same way, but they just keep going. So sometimes in a really bad mood with, I don't know, really frustrating obstacles around them, but they always keep going. And this is what makes you as a person. Um, there's this word like heartstoned or something like that. Like, no, I don't think it's a good word. Wait, let's say strong.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it doesn't matter if it's acting or something else. The point is that sometimes you have to calm down and understand if it's what you want. And if you understand that you want it, you're just disappointed, then maybe change the strategy, but continue doing what you did before. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it was clear.
I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was. And you know what? What still motivates you? As we spoke in a previous interview, we all have those days, right? That we just want to quit. It's inevitable. So what? Yeah, what keeps you motivated till this day?
I never thought that I want to quit. So it's hard to answer this question. I just I when I hear the positive comments about my work, this is where I multiply them. Like I multiply them by 10 or 50. So if someone told me a good word, it means it's so meaningful to me, especially if it was someone who I really respect. And if they told me that, if they hired me, if they called me again, it means that I am worthy, that I am good for this industry. If I'm getting auditions, it means I'm good for this industry. Even if I'm not getting booked, but I'm still getting auditions, I'm still good for this industry. If I'm not getting auditions, let's imagine I don't get auditions at all. Like I had this for 2 months. I was just thinking, okay, maybe it's not my time now. There are so many projects, and maybe I'm just not the face they need because most of the decisions they make is by the way you look. Of course, and also the way you speak. And of course, you have to be able to act. Like if you don't know how to act, you will never get an audition. But uh, more than 50% of the decision is coming of the way you look. So I can't change the way I look if I don't do plastic operations. I don't know. I- So it's just I accept what faith is given me, and if I don't have enough projects, maybe I will. I'm like collecting connections now. So I have already like crew, kind of the crew that I know. I can always, if I have, again, if I have money to do that, but I can always do my own project if I want to. If I'm really bored and I don't get anything and I want to be on set, I can try to create something on my own. Maybe be a director and an actor in the movie. So there is always a way to go around it if you really want to do it. You can even make a project on your own. You don't need a crew and, get and spend tons of money on it. You can have just one friend who has some video experience and you can create something together if you want to. But the point is that so we live in social media time. You can post yourself, your acting uh, scenes, just I don't know, doing it at your house, and you can be seen by someone. If you post it on Instagram, if you post it on YouTube, so there are always ways to show up. It's just a matter of desire. Yeah.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. And what do you think the the 15-year-old version of yourself would think about you right now?
15?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. What did I do? Okay. So I would not be surprised that I'm still dancing because I was dancing a lot at 15. Um, I'm I think I would be really happy because I'm married. I live in English speaking country. I I'm still dancing. I even started acting and I didn't even dream about it. Like it's not like I didn't dream about it because it wasn't achievable. I was just never thought about it. So I would think that it's pretty interesting that I became an actor. I I would think that I'm cool. And but this is what I feel right now. And this is what I suggest to think for everybody because you are all cool. Like it doesn't matter where you live, what family do you have, what color are you, what color of your hair, or like doesn't matter. Everyone is unique, and I think if you are here in this world, you are born, so it's a success already, right? Like you made it. So to think about the life as a struggle, I think it doesn't like I can't do that. Like if you are already here, let's enjoy it. Come on. Like even yes, there are a lot of struggles. Yes, I understand. Like my my like there is a war in my country. I've never thought about it before that it might happen. My family still lives there. But if I cry about it every day, would it make them happier? Would it make me happier? No. Um, so let's just try to find good things in life and embrace them and make your life even better.
Mm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, two things here. The first one is I think it's important every now and then to try to to try to listen every now and then our younger, our 15, 10-year-old version. I think that no matter how old how old we are, it's always important to stay in communication with your younger self, because I think
Yeah.
at that time you were more, what's the word here? You were more adventurous somehow. You were more excited about, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, basically,
Yeah.
right? So it's just that I think it's important to no matter how old we get with time, we still getting, we still have our our kid version, let's say, inside of us, you know. And
Yeah, definitely. I agree 100%. Yeah.
yeah. And the second thing, about the whole war thing, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy, and how everything is going. Knowing that so many people, how we're forced to basically left Ukraine to move to different countries. I mean, I have interviewed recently a lot of people from Ukraine in Canada. And I mean, I can only imagine, to have to run away from your country due to a war that you don't want to be, that you don't know what is going on here, and it's still sometimes it scares me to see how how yeah, how bad that because of the decisions of someone, can actually involve into hurt thousands of people, and to actually change the way of life. Like every now and then I'll be watching news that they bombed a city in Ukraine, or they sent some missiles, or things that we only see in movies somehow. You know what I mean? Into it,
Hmm.
into the people who actually stay. I mean, still there and actually live there. I mean, I can only imagine like how scary and frightening that be. And as you said, as you were saying before, that I think it's important to enjoy life, and to I know that there's gonna be moments that perhaps are not gonna be all happy moments and everything, but if you stay positive to it, or at least you stay calm, and you stay focus on it, I think things can get a little bit better. I think at least on your personal life somehow,
Yeah, there's this phrase that um what kind of so the signals you send to the universe really matters, and whatever you said there, you get back.
Hmm.
So if you think about frustrations every day, this is what you'll get. And if you think about positive things, and you will be grateful for anything happening with you, I don't know, for food, for the roof you have, for the hot shower, just for the life itself, then you will get more positive things just because you think positive. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting how life changes, right? I mean, the other day I was thinking about it, that there was a time that I was basically struggling and I was super close to be homeless, and I was at the lowest point in my life ever. And now to be able to sustain a decent lifestyle, to be able to save up some money to pursue my dream in another country, to be able to speak with incredible people like you who are in in different parts of the world and share their stories and things like that. I think when you take a minute to stop and to realize what you have, because I think that is a problem with ourselves sometimes, that we just take things for granted, right? We
Exactly, yeah.
we don't we we don't tend to actually enjoy them, because as you said, the fact that you have a shower, you know, people, how many people out there don't have a thing, I mean, don't have a, a shower, or a place to eat, a place to sleep, have friends, have family, things like that. And to be able to have all of that, I think is when you actually discover how lucky you are. Yes, perhaps you don't have this incredible job or career that you would dream of, but hey, you're at least working on it. And I think when you are grateful with the things that you have in order to pursue what's next, I think life tends to get easier, or at least everything start to make more sense to it, and you enjoy things more. You get the chance to enjoy those little things more and to actually appreciate them. So
Yeah, yeah, I agree with everything you said.
yeah. And my last question, so we can all enjoy and relax after an incredible chat. So here it is, and I'm pretty sure you already know what this question is, but let's find out. What do you think that could be the best title for this episode?
Oh, I forgot about this. Oh, the best title for this episode. I mean, the previous one was pretty motivational too. I think this one is, oh, I would say never give up,
Never give up?
something like this. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay, I think the last one was called. Let me check here. Give me one
It
quick
was
sec.
shut up and shut up and something.
Yeah, it was Shut Up and Smile. Yeah, I see it here.
Shut up and smile. So it was about positivity. So now it's more about consistency.
Okay. So what was the title again?
Never give up.
Never give up. All right. Sounds like a plan. And at the end, what can I say? It's epic what you do. I love it. I love your career. I love that you are still out there pursuing, with the acting, but at the same time as dancing. I mean, I think it shows people out there that everything's possible, and that it doesn't matter where you're from, you can make that happen. And I'm pretty sure that there's days that you that you are not feeling so well, or that you are having a bad day, either you're feeling sad or stressed or whatever, but the fact that you are able to yeah, to pursue this, and to actually make that happen, I mean, that's incredible. That takes guts in order to keep moving forward, and especially now in this crazy time that we are facing, in that the world is just crazier somehow. And
Yeah.
I think it's people like you, and the other people that I have interviewed, other actors, musicians, artists in general. The fact that you guys are, besides giving us cool stuff, you're also showing us between the lines that everything is possible. And I think that is something incredible, powerful, and motivational to everyone out there. So,
It's just if you decided to be an actor, you can't be weak. Like you will just not survive in the industry. That's why you hear so many insightful things from actors, because this industry, even without problems in economy, is pretty tough. So it's like you are a business and you are selling yourself over and over again. And even though you got a big project, there is no guarantee you'll get something like this again. So it's you just can't give up and you can't stop whatever happens. So yeah, that's
totally.
just the acting strategy for like forever.
Yeah. I mean, as I was saying before, keep doing what you do, because I'm super sure there's people out there who sees you as a role model, or who sees you as someone who is making things happen. So whatever happens, don't you ever dare to stop, because we need you in this world for sure.
Yeah.
Um, I do want to thank also those who stayed the whole episode. Thank you so much. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Also, as I said in the description, you're going to find all of Olha's social media. Let's follow her. By this point, I think you will discover why she's super badass, and even beyond. Let's go even bigger. I mean, I think you are kind of a between a badass and a superhero, something between those two.
Okay.
So let's keep making her viral. Hashtag Team Olha. And again, thank you for making this happen. Keep shining out there. Keep rocking. Have an incredible upcoming Christmas, an incredible New Year. I'm super sure that exciting and incredible things are gonna happen for you. And I'll see you in the next one.
Happy Christmas.
All right.